So George, our first question goes, how did you come to yoga? What was your inspiration? Tell us a bit about your story.
Thank you so much. My name is Okurut George, and my journey of yoga started in 2000, I think, 2017-16, but majorly in 2016. That's when I came to Kampala, and then I went to one of the dancing community, and that day I was shown the yoga into our practice, and I felt so much attached with it. And then I got to ask the trainer. That day it was someone called Bobby, and then he told me, like, if you come to National Theatre is when you're going to learn more. When I went to National Theatre, I met the lady called Bibo Tag, and that lady took me through the mentorship of yoga. After taking me through the mentorship of yoga, in 2017, I started to commit myself to teaching children before I got satisfied. Then one of the teachers called Mr. Mashelo, who is the founder of Yoga Pura Vida, saw my post on Facebook, and he decided to give me a scholarship to go and learn in yoga, to be certified as a yoga teacher for children under Yoga Pura Vida with the syllabus from BIA School of Yoga in India. So since 2018, when I came back to Uganda from Tanzania, I decided to develop my inner understanding and my ability to study yoga and also to share with my community. I come from the background of where there's a lot of domestic violence, there's a lot of trauma, stress, depression, and also as being one of the victims from northern Uganda, where we experienced war for almost 2 decades and some time. So it gave me a lot of things to do. Like if I do yoga and also I blend with what I do, like dance, it will give me that calmness, and also it will give me deeper understanding of myself, so that I can be someone who is more transformed with my community. Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So our second question goes, did you find any change or transformation in your life with yoga? As in, did you find any change, or is there any transformation in your life with yoga?
Yes, of course. I've found a lot of transformation, and I found a lot of things through yoga. First of all and foremost, like I had an accident, and that accident, I couldn't bend my back. You know, as children, we are so much stubborn. We always get cars and try to push. So in this process, I was pushing the vehicle. The vehicle was stuck, so my legs got slided under the tire, and the cars to rotate on my back. So most of the time I couldn't bend my back. But when I started to practice so much yoga, and then also doing other exercises, but most majorly yoga, it has helped me. Now I can flex my back, I can do anything with my back. And most, even other things what I've benefited from yoga, like I can now control my emotions. I know what I need, and it has helped me to build my self-confidence, because most of the time I had that so much temperness. Even in my family, I couldn't so much talk. But now I can stand in front of my community. I can share with my community. And through yoga, I've also helped my community to develop that inner peace, because we always have that. We need always those inner peace to understand more of ourselves, to believe more into ourselves. So I've got a lot of things. I've achieved a lot of things into yoga. Beside that, also friendship, meeting with big people whom I couldn't expect that I could even go to. Yeah, so that's what I can say what I've achieved into yoga.
That's amazing. So our third question goes, how is yoga known in Africa? How is yoga known in Africa, especially in Uganda? And who are those people who practice yoga?
Yeah, majorly in Africa, it's really something so wild, which we are still making awareness. Like me, myself, I'm doing a lot of awareness of yoga into different communities, because yoga is something still green in Africa. And I got I get always challenges into different communities, like these people, they don't understand it, and majorly because Uganda is more Christian country, so we get a lot of challenges from Christianity background, because people feel like we are trying to bring the Indians belief or Indians religious into Uganda. So but I've tried so much with my energy to tell these people, first of all, like how it has changed my life, with my story from the family where I come from, also where I've gone through, and how it has helped me. So when they hear my story, and then also what has helped me to transform, I try to tell them so much. Like if they can practice and also they go through what I've gone, and it will help them. Mostly major, like we have a lot of children my generation who have gone through domestic violence, who are going through like practicing with, because of peer pressure, they are smoking, they are drinking, and they forget their life generally. And that is now what I'm working on, and I've tried my level best. And with this one, I collaborate with different organizations, even the embassy, to give them like scholastic material, so that they can also go back to school. Because the more we motivate this young generation or these people in the community, the more also they believe on something. Because in Africa, people really need something which is physical than just speaking. Even if when you speak to someone, when you're not doing something physical, the person won't change. So I tried like more those one who are into education to change with them, and give them like those material things, so that they can able so much to get what they need into their life. And also they should keep on practicing the yoga, yeah. But I believe with time, yeah, they will try to understand, they will try to believe onto, they will get it into their health, because yoga is really broad. And as a teacher, yoga for diabetes, it's really so healthy to teach people how yoga is more important to that angle, health-wise too, yeah.
Yo, that's amazing. So, being a yoga artist, because Okurut George is a yoga artist, what does that mean?
Yeah, it means a lot to me, but also it has a lot of different challenges. As now, like I call myself, let me say I'm a yoga artist, which is really amazing, and I appreciate it. But when you come into other hand, like because nowadays people are making yoga as a business. When you bring it business wise, I try to look for clients, people who need yoga, people who can subscribe to my teaching. So you find that they are really so hard to find them, and that becomes so hard, like me as a yoga artist, into sustainability, unless when other big organization comes in to sponsor me to reach out to communities. That will be really so good, and I will be proud of it. It is the same thing being a yoga artist is like being a dance artist. It's really so hard to penetrate the industry and also to bring it to the community. And also when other people are the one to connect you, like when you get a friend who is a Westerner, you get a friend who is from India, connects you to their community. That's when you will have people who can support you to grow that knowledge, and also to spread it to the community. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. So, how do you use yoga in your community, and what is your message? What does yoga bring? What does yoga bring? If you can bring out a message of how you use yoga in your community, how is possible is that? How do you use yoga?
As I come from the community where people have high rate of criminality, and they do have like peer pressures from other people. We have young girls engaging into early marriage, early pregnancy, and also prostitution. Even like young boys getting into smoking when they are still young, domestic violence. So into my community, what I can say, I use yoga as element of transforming my community positively, and also giving them hope. I have a lot of, like, let me say, young mothers and also children. So instead for them, the little which they get daily, to use that to help them, they are trying to get into medical attention, which is not enough. So when they practice yoga, it will help them with those minor diseases not to attack them, so that a small money which they get from their work, it can help them into other things. So which means yoga, I use it mostly to teach my community to be more health into their body and also their mind, not to be more traumatized with the situation going into the country, like more in economy wise, and also people in domestic violence. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I need to say, like, I really need to say it's really so alarming, and it's really so good to share yoga everywhere, and I'm so happy to be one of those people who are sharing yoga in Uganda, even if it is still a challenge to me. But I'm calling to all organizations around the world which can sponsor my projects to reach out to different communities with yoga. These people, they really need this, but they find it very hard to acquire it, and also maybe if I ask them to pay me, they cannot. So those who are out there who are willing to pay, who want to support my projects to reach out to more communities, even to schools, yeah, I'll be really so high appreciating, because now yoga is something what I take as my also income generation. So I need something to be sustainable, or maybe to have a yoga studio in my country where people can always be coming to practice and feel at home with other people. Thank you so much. My name is Okurut George, a certified yoga teacher for children and adults in Uganda.